What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Grim. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for supporting me and watching my stuff. So if you went ahead and clicked on this video, it's because you want to know a little bit about this brand new game that hit the market on, I believe it was the 13th, if I'm not mistaken, the 14th of February. So it was a few, three days ago, more or less. The game's called Away, Journey to the Unexpected. As for first impressions and my thoughts on the game, it's really good. I bought it for about $14. I know that price is, at least for me, honestly, if I'm paying for a game, depending on how much that game costs, I want to get the full value of out of the game. So for $14 or 16, which is the original price it was going for on Steam, it's not that bad of a game. If you like this game is honestly really weird, and I went ahead and said that in the video when I was recording. By the way, I'm gonna go ahead and do a first impressions video, which is what I'm doing now, and I'm gonna go ahead and put up the gameplay as the whole gameplay, because I recorded about an hour of footage, just in case you guys want to see that, and in case you guys want me to follow up with the series, which again, let me know. I've been playing the game on the side, so I'm pretty far ahead, but no problem. I'll go back, and that's if you guys want to see the full gameplay. But anyways, as for first impressions, I really like the game. I'm honestly, to now, I'm still having a lot of fun with it. The game is really it's really something different, man. It's like this 3D cartoony, and then the characters are like this 2D cardboard type animation, but the art style is so vibrant. It feels like, just look, it's one of the it has that type of feel that you just don't want to put it down, just because it's so different. Like, I honestly have not played a game that looks like this. It looks really nice. I like the enemy sprites, when you smack them, because you're this kid with a stick. When you first start off the game, you're this kid with a stick, and you beat the shit out of your enemies. So the whole concept of the game, if you guys don't know, is you play this. The protagonist is this kid, and there's this corporation called LabCorp, which starts, I guess, drilling around your some area or whatever. They hit some shit around your basement. Anyways, you have to get these cubes, which are in these different stages, and then you have to befriend people. And every time you befriend a new character, which the characters are also very wacky and such, you gain stars. And these stars are, which, I'm sorry for the cam, I'm actually blocking the fuck out of the stars. They actually appear in the upper right hand corner. They appear, your new relationships appear as stars, and going by how many stars you have, or how many stars you've collected, how many friends you have made, unlocks different doors within your home, which are locked, and you unlock them, getting stars. The dialogue is funny. The voice audio, the play loop for the voice of the characters, very funny. It has this, by the way, as a quick side note, I do recommend playing with the mouse and keyboard, just because with a controller, the controls feel a bit too floaty, and I said that in the video recording this a few times, in which when you try to look around or whatever, it'll kind of drift off just a bit, which, it's fine. That's how the game was intended. However, playing controller, it kind of sucks. It's manageable, but it's just do mouse and keyboard. You can stop on a dime. It's one of those type of things. If you haven't played those, a game like that before. Currency is reflected by the little gold triangles, which they're literally everywhere. You can collect them. Another thing is, maybe I wish they could have done something more with the currency, just because you only have X amount of items to buy from, which are friendship squares, which you need to gain a friend. So even after you gain a relationship, Well, first you need to get the square, which one is already randomly generated throughout each level. And then you go up to these different characters, which are represented by stars on the map, and you go ahead. You have this light this dialogue, this sequence of dialogue back and forth, and if you choose the right prompts, because you need to have the right type of conversation, which later on, it's funny. There was one that the most difficult person I had an interaction with was a robot. And for him, you have to prove yourself that you're not a human. And the secret dialogue thing for him, in order to befriend him, is you have to solve this extremely large math problem, and then he becomes your friend. Any other sequence of responses, he won't join up with you. But little things like that, it really makes the game fun. It's very weird, just because before you can go to the quote unquote, I guess you can say, boss stage within the map, you have to go to these 3 different little sections to unlock the main door, if that makes sense. And that way you can face the boss. You go through that little section and then clear all the baddies and clear the boss. But honestly, man, for $16, game is super fun. It is a bit repetitive. It is so if you don't like that type of feel and gameplay, I probably would steer clear. But it's definitely, for the money, it's worth picking up. This is something I'll play on the side. I'm still trying to get over a few things, just because, for example, let's say you go into one of those rooms, to clear the for example, the caves. It is randomly generated. So, for example, the boss key, instead of being let's say the first time you do the level, to the room, once you get inside, it'll be in the room on the left. Next time you go into it, it'll say randomize at the bottom. And now, instead of being there, it'll be maybe in the 3rd room on the left, or on the 2nd level somewhere else. So it's things like that. So it keeps, as far as for the level designs and how you go about clearing the baddies and stuff, it's very robust in that perspective. As far as a hack and slash goes. But again, very fun. Every time you clear, the level, it does this. Even if you die, it does this. It takes you to a screen where it has an experience bar, and it gives you these unlockables. So you gain them just by playing the game. There's nothing else to it. You just gain these extra perks as you play the game, which is, hold the attack button to do extra damage. You gain 1 or 2 more hearts, which is extremely useful, just because in the beginning it's horrible as far as survivability. You gain, what else do you gain? You gain a few other things that are very useful. Oh, you gain permanent unlocks. So for the levels that you already cleared, there's a desert level, a snow level, a alien ship, which you also board, which is also pretty cool, and things like that. They have permanent unlocks. So, for example, let's say you already beat the desert level, you don't have to redo the 3 little caves in order to get to the boss level. You could once you get to that desert level, it'll go ahead and just permanently unlock the boss entrance, if that makes sense. But yeah, man, if you haven't looked into this game, definitely look into it. Look around, see some gameplay. It's really worth picking up, I think, as a side game. It's not a type of game where you're gonna it's your go-to. For example, for me, my go-to is League of Legends. Hopefully this week coming up, Anthem. Those are gonna be my go-to games, and then I like to play these type of games on the side. It's to relax. You know what I'm saying. But definitely worth the money. I'm satisfied with my purchase. And also, it's made. They actually made this game within Unity, which I dabbled around with a bit. And honestly, seeing this type of execution, you know, with the application. I know you can make probably far better things, but I genuinely enjoyed this experience, and I'm happy, you know, to see indie company pumping games out like this. Hopefully they have more. I'm not gonna lie, the game ain't perfect, but for the money, I'm having I can't complain. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the review. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video if you like the video. Let me drop some comments if you if you agree, don't agree, if you have picked up the game, you know. And yeah, just let me know your thoughts. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Just keep an eye out for Anthem video gameplay, which next week. And I'll go ahead and do an update with the actual gameplay, whenever I get a chance. But alright, guys, catch you guys on the next one. It's your boy Grim. Peace out.